I would like to tell you about a special attitude, the way we inhabit the image that someone has built all around me and in my imaginary. Like the crossing word, we are building our mindscape and put out the image of this mindscape in form of space. An example, Freud and the studio where he used to work, where he met the patients. The studio was the form in which he displayed his thoughts about the psyche. The first point is the tools. Some example. The practice in video games teach us that we could become expert by using. The contemporary art instead teach us a lot of things. Installation art is a term that loosely refers to the type of art into which the viewer physically enters and which is often described as theatrical, immersive, or experiential. Like an archaeologist, I build an exhibit that is a narrative display about processes of recovery, conservation, classification, and installation. The body essence of these procedures is the attitude of human condition in researching the truth, not only in the scientific area, but research in all fields. This is a special attitude. We set out to use the procedures of the archaeologists that looks at the reality. We would like to research on other research in their result when this becomes inhabited form. This work in particular with Sveva Veduto, this is the objective. In this panel, I put forward this hypothesis. To understand consciousness in humans, we must look not inward into the recesses of our insides. Rather, we need to look to the ways in which each of us, as a whole animal, carries on the processes of living in and with and in response to the world around us. The subject of experience is not a bit of your body. You are not your brain. The brain, rather, is part of you are, is a part, not the only part. The environment and the space around you that you have produced in your work is a memory about your consciousness. It tells me about your thoughts. The space around is a large part of consciousness about human, in terms of experience, in terms of narrative condition.
If I may add just something, one of the first work we have been doing together has been a sort of mixture between an art installation and a research content project. This has been done in Rome in a very special setting, which is the Borromini crypta behind the Church of St. John of the Florentines, which is a very ancient Baroque church in Rome. And you can imagine this crypta behind the church is all white and pale gray, and he has prepared a very special basin made by a black mirror of water. And this sort of black mirror of water was always almost filling the entire basement of the crypta, and it worked as a mirror itself, because it was mirroring the entire vault of the crypta and the Baroque setting, which was made by Borromini. But in the same time, it was a sort of hole of a whale down to the earth, so that you can mirror on this, watch on this, and watch what was beneath the earth.